Hello and welcome back to Deus Machina Demonbane, where, as with the end of the previous part, I'm having to trim some stuff out here to make it viable to actually upload to YouTube. Again, my apologies for that. I'm just going to give you a brief explanation of what you have missed. Basically, the Spider-Woman is now attempting to... Well, to all intents and purposes, she is raping the main character, because she clearly draws some sort of energy from sexual congress, and, well, he's pinned down and there's not a lot he can do about it. However, thankfully, Al has just turned up to rescue him. So, with that said, once again, my apologies for having to cut this stuff out, but YouTube's policies do not allow me to upload this the way it, I can't show it to you the way the game developers intended, and I'm truly sorry for that. So with that said, let's get back to the game in progress. Right, sorry again about having to trim something out there, but, well, you kind of knew that was coming. So yes, and now, you didn't miss much. Again, just, bit of a sex scene, nothing, nothing terribly major, and now, thankfully, Al appears to have turned up to save us from the YouTube censors. A wave of magic strikes the Spider-Woman from the side, and I can only watch, stunned, as she goes flying across the room. I followed the scent of magic, but it took a while to find you. You never fail to make trouble for me. I turn in the direction of the voice. Al's standing there, her hair and skirt swept back by the magical wind. She looks heroic, dignified, the very picture of a hero rescuing a comrade from a pinch. Oh, finally I'm saved. Oh, I'm saved. Thanks, Al. I owe you. No words can really express my thanks. But after having my climax prolonged again and again, what am I supposed to do with this fierce need that's built up in my raging boner? Oh, I'm gonna cry. Cry like a baby. But my guardian goddess approaches with unexpected timing. You're still tied up, I see. Wait, I'll dispel it. Al crouches next to me in order to remove the spider silk wrap around my limbs. And there she sees it. And once again I'm forced to edit some stuff out here, and once again I hate the fact that that's necessary, but sorry. Basically what you missed is that he'd got really close as a result of what the Spider-Woman had been doing to him, and, well, somehow getting head-butted by Al in the crotch is enough to set him off. So yeah, you get the humorous image of the young woman accidentally covered in... Yeah, let's be scientific about this and just call it semen. So yeah, again, I probably could have gotten away with showing that to you, but honestly, YouTube's rules are so vague that I honestly can't risk it, and I'm sorry for that. But we will return after that has happened, and you will get to see the aftermath, because I don't think there's anything there I need to trim out. But if I do, I will trim it out, and I'll apologise again. So, until then, back to the game in progress. Can we get back to the fight to the death, please? Yeah. Al's been crying all this time. I, on the other hand, have been nicely roasted by a fireball. And the smell, I'd say I'm about medium. The other prisoners are in much the same state. I feel kind of sorry for them. Alice rubbing her face as hard as she can, desperately trying to wipe off the semen plastered all over it. Of course, that's only getting her hands covered in it too. Oh, and it's already starting to harden in her hair. Oh, come on, get it together already. You do such a thing in someone's face and then... Yeah, seriously, I'm really sorry. My attempt to comfort her has the opposite effect, and her tears keep flowing like water from a broken faucet. I feel really terrible, like I've violated her. Hey, look, Al, stop crying. I'll treat you to whatever you want later. Look, we haven't caught that Spider-Woman yet, you know. We're gonna get killed like this. I don't see the Spider-Woman anywhere. I think she was caught in the explosion, but where the hell did she go? While trying to comfort Al, I watched the surroundings carefully. But then, at the mention of the Spider-Woman, Al suddenly stops crying. Al? I can't see her face, but I hear her laugh in a low voice. It seems as though a black aura is rising from her body. A chill runs down my spine. Yes, of course. It's all her fault. Oh, won't forgive her. Never! I won't let her get away with... Ow. I'll mince her to pieces and scatter her flesh over Rayla. Wouldn't that be a bad idea? Don't we have to recover her, intact? Hi? Al suddenly lifts her head, staring straight into my eyes. So dark. So deep. The black flames of love and hate burn in the depths of her eyes, flames colder than death, and with a great cry of rage they erupt. I will never accept that shameless and base existence as a part of me. I shall destroy it. I will risk all that I am to destroy that corrupt thing utterly, down to the last drop of its blood, the last piece of its flesh, the last fragment of its soul. Oh, it's no use. She's gone and gone completely mad from the shock. If she directs this insanity at me, I could well be destroyed too. All I can do is keep nodding like an idiot. Come forth! Your destiny was conquered and destroyed, thou darkness of my soul. I shall conquer you, destroy you, and seize the golden dawn. Return to me, return and rot. Come, 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 come! She spreads her arms wide, her voice reverberating through the building. Oh, she's totally lost it. I'm scared. Help me. I turn at a sudden sound. There she is, a spider woman, peeking at us from behind a wall. She slowly comes out into the open, and just as I wonder what she's going to do, something insane happens. Huh? With great war, the spider woman's body begins to tear apart. The skin of her face and chest spills, and from within there emerges a different body, hard like a beetle's exoskeleton. There's no trace of her previous humanity. 8 eyes set in a terrible misshapen face. It appears to still have breasts, but they're encased in a hard carapace, and its arms have become many-jointed limbs. Its lower body bulges like the abdomen of a spider, and from the sides of it sprout 3 sets of segmented legs. And when the transformation finishes, I look it over and realise that it really kind of does look like a spider. Ha! So you've finally shown your true form. Yeah, God, that thing almost got me off. Oh, that could have been pretty traumatic. Kiru, don't fail this time. This is a true battle. If you're careless, you'll die. Got it? Al dissolves into light, surrounding me with her brilliance. In an instant, I transform into Major Style. Shia! The monstrous spider, Atlak Nachar, spits threads of silk, which I dodge by taking to the air. I'm still not used to flying, but it's not like I'm fighting a night gaunt. The thing doesn't look like it can fly, so I should be safe in the air. Oh, I was naive. Its 8 limbs moving dexterously, Atlak Nachar climbs straight up the wall, and reaching the ceiling it spins its silk into the air. The threads pass me, flying higher into the sky, and when they reach their peak they suddenly glue into a giant spider web. The web lands atop of me like a giant fishing net. Wow! Oh, you fool! With my wings tied up I fall straight out of the sky, but before I can slam into the ground I suddenly stop in midair. At some point, a spider web has been stretched across the entire building, and I'm caught right in the middle of it. Oh, this is why I told you not to be careless! Shit, it's just like before! I'm already in serious trouble, struggling to free my wings. I'm starting to understand what being trapped like a fly truly feels like. Atlak Nachar scuttles towards me along the web. I think she plans to literally eat me this time. Oh, fuck that! I have to find a way to break free. If I just had a blade or something that could cut these threads easily. Yep, I just thought of something. But am I capable of such an advanced spell? Even I got caught along. Hey, Kiru, do something! Do something. Shit, how can I recreate this spell? I try to focus my magic into all sorts of shapes, but nothing works. And while I'm stuck here, Atlak Nachar is getting closer. Kiru! One of Atlak Nachar's sharply pointed arms swings straight down at my head. I can't die here? Something happens inside my head, and then... it happens in less than a second. It feels like time has stopped. My consciousness bursts open, and I imagine the shape of the spell that I just couldn't complete. My mind is like ice, coldly spinning forth the needed programs. This feeling. I know this freezing excitement. It's the same as when I was cornered by Master Therion. In that infinitesimal moment, the spell is completed. Yeah! Atlak Nachar shrieks, fresh blood gushing from its arm. I simultaneously am freed from the web. With my new blade, I've severed both the web and the spider's limb. An incredibly sharp weapon is formed from one of my major suit's wings. Each of the pages that form it like the edge of a razor. Major swing. I'll make up a name on the fly. Oh, you learned something from fighting the Night Gaunt. Released from the web, I land on the floor. My wing changes from a blade back to its original shape, but what was that feeling just now? It's running away! After it, Kiru! Oh, got it! Al's shouts bring me back to reality. Aflac Natura is fleeing, its severed arm spraying blood everywhere. I can't let it get away. I take to the air, closing the distance as fast as I can. Aflac Natura is right in front of me. Got it. You're mine now. Ah! Suddenly, something explodes against my side, and I manage to reflexively block it with my wings, but I lose my balance and fall. Forced to the ground, I look in the direction of the attack. Oh, hell. You! Seriously, as if we didn't have enough problems?
No! I follow the guidance of my magic sensor device. Tell me, Mr. Dowsing, what do you find? I see, yes, of course. If I follow Alazif's fragment, I shall find Dushukuru. It's only natural for you to appear. Now that I've finally found you, it's time for you to say your prayers.
And there he is, sitting astride his huge bike, with that guitar case bazooka on his shoulder, and a white gown flapping in the wind. I really hope never to see him again. And it looks like he's also brought those masked goons with him. Oh, you again, you... Expletive deleted, really? You have no tact. He even remembers my name. Oh, this is incredibly depressing.
Get them!
Tossing away the bazooka, West wails on his guitar. Taking that as their signal, the masked men open fire. Blocking the bullets with my Mage's wings, I check to see what Aflac Natura is doing. It's gotten pretty far away. Hell, at this rate I'll lose it. Out of my way! Using my wings as a shield, I charge towards the masked men, planting a flying kick in the face of the closest. The guy goes flying through the air, his neck bent at an ugly angle. Ignoring the rest of the men, I take off after Aflac Natura.
He must be after that spider creature. Oh, I see. That must be one of the fragments of Alazif that the Grand Master mentioned. All of you give chase. After them.
He seems to have figured it out. Yeah, he's pretty quick. Damn, he pisses me off. The masked goons discard their heavy machine guns and chase after us. God, don't these guys ever quit?
Kiru, a web.
The space in front of us is suddenly filled with countless threads of spider silk. Again, this cold excitement. And just as Al instructed me before, I control my Mage's wings as naturally as I would my arms and legs, shifting them to blades. And I slice through the webs that block my path. On the other hand, the guys chasing me have all been caught.
So I see. It seems that your soul seeks true battle. It is only on the brink of death that you mature.
Yeah, my training was too light. You're calling that light? Oh, curse your own nature if you must. In any case, I'm liking you more and more. Al smiles mischievously. Oh damn, she's such a pain. Right, that to me seems like a reasonable point to end this part. Sorry that I'm going to have to flag this one and the previous one as adult only, but... YouTube. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.